Okay, welcome to today's class. Our topic today is, defining governments. In defining governments, we have a government as an institution of the state. We also have government as a process of act of governing. We also have government as an academic field of study. Now we'll be taking them one after the other. The first one here is the government as an institution of the states. And it defined as an institution of the state. It defined as the machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed, and realized. Of course, we know that every government has what it comes to do. There are reasons for establishing the government, and we know that the need for government to come into play has to do with the fact that people are living together. And whenever people are living together, conflict is bound to come up. So government now comes up to do what? To establish law, that will tell where Mr. A right starts and where it ends. Without this laws being put into place, of course, it will translate into what we call the Hobbesian theory, where life is nasty. According to Thomas Hobbes, he says without this law, Thomas Hobbes, he states that without these laws, that life will be nasty, brutish, and short. Now, for there to be these laws that will guide the society, there has to be what? Government. And in the bill to have this, government structure itself into three organs or structure. And the three organs we have, the first one is we have the executives. We have the executives, we have the legislature, and we have the judiciary. These are the three paramount organs of government that enables government to carry out its duties and their obligations. Now, these three organs perform a distinct function. That is, they perform different functions. The first one being the executives, they enforce, executes, or implements. They enforce, execute, or implement the law. Then we have the legislature, and these people, they do what? They make the law. They are the body known, for law making. So they makes laws. Then we have the judiciary. The judiciary, interprets the law. They interpret the law. So now, government, the rest of the states, which I told you earlier, is the machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed, and realized, is expressed through the executive, legislature, and the judiciary. Alright, now we have the government as a process or act of governing. Government as a process or act of governing is a process or act of governing. It is defined as a body vested with the supreme power of the states to discharge its affairs. Is defined as a body vested with the supreme power of the state to discharge the affairs of the states. That is to say that there must be a body, called the government, in which that power, power will be what? Be upon to do what? To decide for the people. That is to say that there will be what? An elected body that will represent the masses, called the governments. That's number two. That is the government as a process or act of governing. And the third one is the government as an academic field of study. This one has to do with what? The study of government in our colleges or institutions. In higher institutions, we call it the study of political science. We call it a science because it uses computers, it uses research method, it uses analysis to carry out to be able to analyze its function. That's why it's called a science. Are you getting me? Okay. Under government and academic of study, we have so many people that contributed to this view. We have people like Immanuel Kant. We have people like Immanuel Kant. We have Machiavelli. Machiavelli, who developed what they call the Machiavellian theory. Okay, Machiavellian theory. Then we also have Thomas Hobbes. Who thought about the state of nature, who opined and stipulated that without governments that life will be brutish, life will be brutal, nasty, and short. Okay, these are the contributions toward the development of political ideas. All right, I think we are going to end here for the day. Maybe in our next class we should be, breaking down the function and the features of governments. Thank you.